Hello students, good morning. How are you? Are you watching all the videos? If you are watching, then this chapter will helpful for you in learning, because as I have told you, this is completely theory. So you have to learn it again and again, and underline in your NCERT book and write in your notebook also, and you have to learn this continuously. Means you have to practice it regularly up to 2 to 3 times, and you should have to make a chart of this chapter, because this chapter contains so many things to remember. If we try to understand this chapter, it's so impossible for us, so you have to memorize it. So let's start chapter 15, that is biodiversity and conservation of class 12. And today we will study the topic, that is patterns of biodiversity. Patterns of biodiversity. In patterns of biodiversity, we will study two patterns. One is latitudinal gradient and species area relationship. Means how these patterns help in creating a large number of species on Earth. As we know, here there are thousands, millions varieties of species, different species. As I have told you, there are 1,000 varieties of mangoes or 50,000 varieties of rice. So here we will see that what factors help creating different type of species, and which area has the maximum species, which area has the minimum species diversity, and what are the reason behind it. So first let's start the topic. Means the first pattern, that is latitudinal gradients. Here you have to understand what is latitudinal gradient. Latitudinal gradient means our Earth is divided into North Pole, South Pole, Equator, etc., etc. You already have to know. So in which pole, whether in pole or in equator, the number of species is maximum, and what is the cause behind it. So here species diversity decrease from equator to pole. Species diversity decrease means the type of species get decreased when we move from equator to pole. As we know, equator receives maximum sunlight as well as rainfall also, but in polar region, due to less temperature, there are more species can be created. So next is tropics, means 23.5 degree north to 23.5 degree south harbor more species than temperate and polar region. Again, temperate and polar region. If we compare tropic here, if we compare tropic to equator to pole, then equator has more species. And here if we consider the latitudinal gradient, that is 23.5 north to 23.5 degree south, then it has maximum species found in temperate and polar region. So tropics have more species. How tropics have more species? As we know, suppose for example Colombia has different varieties of species, like your 1400 species of birds. Here we can see 1400 species of birds, means different type of birds. Species means different type of birds, like your peacock, parrot, pigeon. So this type of different type of birds we can see, means 1400 species we can see in the Colombia. And in New World it has 105 species, means 1400 in Colombia and 105 in New World. So this is the reason how the number of species varies from equator to pole and pole to equator. And if we saw Greenland, which is at 71 degree north, then we will see 56 species. So if we compare 1400, then 105, and here 56, so that the species diversity decreases from equator to pole, and temperate regions contain more species than equator and pole. That's what is the reason behind it? Because it receives proper rainfall and it has a good temperature, due to which photosynthesis occurs, and it provides survival of other species and creation of other species also. So next here comes, if we go to Amazon rainforest, do you know Amazon rainforest? Before some days in Amazon rainforest there is a huge burning of the forest, due to which many species get died and extincted. So there are large number of species, different species we found, mammals, birds, reptiles. So how many number they are present, you can see your NCERT book and underline the numbers. So like in South America, 40,000 species of plants, 3,000 species of fish, and approximately 1300 type of birds are found. So they are the diversity that is we can see in the South America, means the species diversity. How many bird species, how many mammals, how many reptiles, how many plant species, and you will be get astonished to know that 1,25,000 plant species are found, means different type of plants are found. You already have seen the picture anaconda. In anaconda you can see different type of plants when they are traveling through the forest. So this come under Amazon, which is called Amazon rainforest in South America. So you should remember this, how many type of bird species, how many type of mammals, how many type of fish, etc. So 3,000 varieties of fish are found. Whereas 1300 species of birds are found, and so on. You can see your NCERT book for knowing the know the numbers. This is impossible to telling all the numbers and to remember, so you have to remember this. I think you understand what do you mean by latitudinal gradient. So latitudinal gradient decide on the basis of temperature and rainfall of world's different part, including India, how many species found in any area and what are the criteria behind it to having a large number of species diversity. Next is your species area relationship. This indicates that the area that decides the number of species, means the variation in the species can be defined by species area relationship. So for understand this, we have to see this graph. This is a graph, you don't need to go so deep, just you understand what the graph represent. Suppose this line is x-axis and this line is y-axis. Area x-axis represent area and y-axis represent species richness. So here the straight line states that s log s is equal to log c plus z log a, and here an hyperbola is formed. So how this is formed and why? Here you should look at this. Alexander von Humboldt has observed that species richness increase in an explored area up to a limit. Means if the area is explored, means open, so many area, then the species will be, it's not important that there may be various type of species be found, the species may be limited. So this is said by Alexander von Humboldt that species richness increase in an explored area up to a limit. Second, the relation is found to be rectangular hyperbola, means the relation found means after increasing up to a certain limit, the species diversity gets stopped, means there will be no more species found. Next point is your, on a log scale the relationship becomes linear. Linear means, as we know linear equation, suppose a plus b is equal to c plus d, so this type. On a log scale the relationship become linear. Ecologists found that the value of z line ranges from 0.1 and 0.2 irrespective to the region or group, means whether the group of species or the region, that is only up to, means the species diversity can seen only up to 0.1 to 0.2 irrespective to the region, means that not depend on the region or the group of species. Next is your, in a continent the slope is steeper, means suppose for example, if take example of coconuts. Coconuts are large amount found in Odisha, means in our state. But if we find those coconuts in Rajasthan, then they are limited or completely, we can say no coconut tree is found. If found, then no fruits occur in the plants. So exactly, it's not necessary that if the area contains less number of species, then the whole continent have not any species. So here we can understand, in a continent the slope is steeper. Steeper means sharp, means the species, if any area have large species and any area have a less species, then at last if we consider the total number of species in that continent, then it will go steeper. Steeper means go sharp like this. Go sharp like your stairs. When we are working on a stair, then some stairs are steeper, means height, so much height. So here exactly, in a continent the slope is steeper, and when steeper, Z is found to be 0.6 and 0.1, means here the species diversity get increased. The area whether contains less or large number of species, that's not important. It's important that how many species are found in the whole continent. So it will contain 0.6 to 1.2, whereas here we can see in an area this is 0.1 to 0.2, but in the continent that is 0.6 to 1.2. The Z value for frugivorous birds and mammals in the tropical forest is found to be 1.15. Here, do you know what are frugivorous? Frugivorous means fruit-eating birds. Here, frugivorous birds and mammals means those birds and animals, mammals who eat fruits. So they are found to be 1.15, means their number is maximum, and that range from 1.15. Again, I am telling you about latitudinal gradients that I forgot to told you that what are the reasons behind why some area contains more species and why some area contains less species. So you have to remember, speciation is the function of time. Unlike temperate regions subjected to frequent glaciation in past, means in temperate region in past glaciation occur, means melting of ice occurs, due to which they are get disturbed. But in tropical regions they are not get disturbed, due to which their species richness increase. Another point you have to understand that tropical latitudes have less seasonal, relatively more constant, means they show less seasonal variation, means if every season spent, then they have a little variation, due to which it is predictable and have more species. And next point you have to remember is more solar energy is received by the tropic regions throughout the year. That's why photosynthesis occurs, and due to photosynthesis it supports large number of species diversity. As we know, insects can grow in those areas where heat and humidity is maximum. As we know, in the tropical forest, tropical rainforest, due to rain, temperature and humidity level, different type of insects are created. So already I have told you that 70% of total species, living organisms, out of 100, 70% is insect species, because the climatic condition supports for their growth. So this is your latitudinal gradient and species area relationship. And here the log table, if this question come in exams, then log table will be given. Rarely this comes. You have to only remember this line. What is the equation for species area relationship? The question will come in 1 mark or 2 mark. What is the equation for writing species area relationship? Then you can write log S is equal to log C plus Z log F. That's it. And here S is species richness. S represents species richness, means how many species are found in that area. Z represents slope of the line, and A represent area, C represent Y or intercept. So this is all about your latitudinal gradient and species area relationship. In next topic we will study about next topic. What is your next topic? That is the importance of species diversity of the ecosystem.